Hello everybody. All right, so welcome to another session, just a little lifestyle kitchen. So we're going to do a recipe of how you can serve your pap or your custard differently. So for me, I always call this a custard medley, and then we need very few ingredients. I'm going to be using my tropicals. I have my mango, I have my yogurt. You can use yogurt or you can use condensed milk. I have my banana, and then I have my apples. I have my apple here. This is my apple, but I already diced my apple. So I already diced all my ingredients to save time. So this is the mango, this is the apple, and then I have my plum. If you don't know plum, plum is this very tiny, powerful. You see plum? This is plum right here. So you can get plum. So for those of you who go to the fruit market and all of that, my 12 everything, you definitely get this. So you can also use your condensed milk, or you can use your milk. So first of all, I'm going to have to get my 1 spoon of custard. And then definitely you know how it is, whether you're using custard or you're using pap. Just stir it in water and then allow it to stay for a few minutes. I'm not going to pour my hot water straight like that. I always at least allow it for a few minutes. So there was a recipe we did with beetroot. This is also something very close to it, but without the beetroot. And then trust me, those of you that are fasting, this is one way you can present yourself. Did you see that vegetable salad that I did? Oh yeah, okay, so while that is resting, I'm going to take my dates. We have a lot of this. As a matter of fact, I went to the store to buy some, and then my husband came in with some. Please, I'm going to teach you the benefit of how to use these dates. Date seed, don't throw them away. We're going to talk about the date seed, so I'm definitely not throwing my date seeds away. But some of you say, can't I just use date syrup? No, get the regular dates, the soft ones. There are the other ones that these Hausa people sell, and you realize that those ones sometimes are very, very hard. But by the time you soak it, trust me, you get this moist, tender date. So we're just going to go ahead and cut our dates. Very, very simple. Make sure you wash your dates. Hygiene is very, very important, like I always say. Condensed milk is an option if you don't want to use your yogurt. And if you're using yogurt, get your Greek yogurt. It is always very, very thick, and then it's gives you more consistency because you don't want it too watery as well. Though this is not going to be too thick, a paste we're going to do, this medley is not going to be too thick, but trust me, it is going to be. And you know one thing, if I was in Nigeria now, this thing, the way I would do it, I am going to put ice. So those of you that are always looking for something unique to do in business, this is an option for you. If you're looking at exploring new businesses, you know, you go to parties, you see parfait, you see all these yogurts and all of that, but there's nobody that basically does this. So if you're looking at a business option, trust me, why don't you hump on this? This is something you definitely want to make some good money from. You know, for me, I believe in being innovative, and then, you know, not repeating what everybody does. Everybody goes to a Owambe party and everybody is basically eating the same thing, and it's, you know, quite boring. So I'm going to go ahead and boil my hot water, and then very simple and straightforward. Yes, my custard is well dissolved, and then I have my yogurt here. I have my uncanned yogurt, and this is vanilla flavor. So you can go to any store, get your yogurt, but this one I'm going to be using my vanilla yogurt. You can see, and here we have some raisins. Raisins are always a substitute for sugar, and then it's also very, very good iron. There's something I'm going to teach you this week about using raisins, especially for your kids, for cold, cough, and then when you're talking about immune system, and then helping when you have issues of heartburn and all of that. You're going to see how it rolls. So this is supposed to be a cold dessert. This is supposed to be a cold dessert. Yes, it's supposed to be a cold dessert. So two ways: you either have your ice cube that you want to use, or you're ready to push this into the fridge once you are done with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my custard. I'm going to go ahead, make my custard. Yes, you see, I'm going to make my custard, and then this is very, very straightforward and simple. Some people have to cover the custard to give it a steam cook. Okay, let's cover our custard and give it a steam cook. Yes, so give it a steam cook. So at this point, if you were doing it for Niger weather, trust me, you need to add your ice cubes now. You mix it and then you add your ice cubes. But this is not Niger weather, and we're going to get it cold. So for this now, we're going to mix all of the custard together. And then the very first thing I would want to put is my dates. I'm going to pour in my date. You see, I have a good amount of dates that I'm pouring in here. Yes, I'm going to mix my dates. Ow. You can imagine when you pour condensed milk in this. Kowa thick. Ha ha. Kilo shelle. So I'm going to go ahead, get my yogurt. I'm going to pour my yogurt in. Yes, I'm going to pour my yogurt in here. Oh God. I'm going to pour my yogurt, mix my yogurt into it. Don't forget, I'm going to mix my yogurt into it. This is a moist, this is what I call a medley. Yes, and then from here, don't forget to wash your hands. Pour your bananas into it. Pour your bananas into it, and then I'm going to take my fruits. I'm going to pour it, and then once all that is done, I'm going to mix everything, and I have my yogurt, my custard medley here. There's something. So now, if you are using what do you call it, the condensed milk, trust me, you basically don't need sugar. And don't forget that I have my raisins here. I'm going to take my raisins. Use your tropical fruits. Not that you go and use fruits that would, some people will now go and put watermelon inside this thing. Wow. You could not bring down one. I take your beguna. Don't even bring that one here at all. Some people can be so funny about mixing nutrients together. So we have our custard medley here. And one thing that I'm going to go ahead to do now is, if you have your honey, because you're not using the condensed milk, you definitely need your honey. And if you're not using your honey, if you have your brown sugar, add your brown sugar. But I have my honey here, and I'm going to put the honey to give it that taste, that sumptuous, tasty looking. Oh God. Okay, so let's have a taste. Just like Africans. This is everything. I can imagine when this is cold. You know when they say, oh, tutu, oh, 1 year. Yes. So last bit of it, I'm going to now take my yogurt again, and I'm going to add the last bit of my yogurt, and then we are done. So who is definitely going to try this? Very simple. Get your dates, get your honey, get your all your condensed milk, get your what do you call it, your custard, and then serve this to somebody. Or this is a menu that you serve in parties, and then you have to serve this in parties with your cold, you know, when you say ice block pinto, you know, like those pinto looking like things. God in heaven. Is this not deserving? Is this not deserving? Is this not deserving a menu? Who is trying this out? Is this not deserving a menu? Why would you not want to serve this? Like, all right. So this is what it is this week. Wrap this up and put it in the fridge and let it be cold. Like I told you, serve it chilled. Please, don't waste this. This is not what you serve hot. This is served chilled. Serve it chilled. Yes, that's what it is. I'll see you some other time. Don't forget, subscribe and tell somebody to please subscribe to this channel. We have interesting recipes for you. This is just talking about nutrition and making your lifestyle more healthier and interesting. Thank you.